with that being said, we're gonna get into another topic. We have the top offensive rookies. There's a lot of standout rookies that's been playing well this year. It's kind of taken a while for them to kind of get set in, but seems like things are picking up. Chris Olave got his first career touchdown in London against the Vikings. Had a great game. He actually covered my over yards that I had for him, over 40 yards on the last play. But so yeah, Chris Olave, you have Dobbs on the Packers. He's playing lights out, and it seems like Aaron Rodgers is starting to build that trust with him, which is a beautiful thing to see because now we're going to be able to see a lot more shots down the field, things like that, and George Pickens, a lot of and I'm sure you have some rookies that you've seen over the span of the season so far.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, there's the obvious ones. Some of them you said Olave, Dobbs, Pickens with that crazy catch, and
Yeah, that was
I
nuts.
mean, Pickens kind of been building since the preseason, just crazy blocks and just doing
Just
kind
a
of all
solid
around
receiver,
things.
yeah.
Yeah. But Garrett Wilson on the Jets. I mean, not
Yeah,
for Garrett Wilson, the Jets don't win the games that they do. So he's certainly been a bright spot. We knew his pedigree coming in from Ohio State, dominating over there. But still a bit of a surprise to see him be able to do things this
right.
early
Yeah,
in his
this
rookie
early.
season with, look, they didn't even have Zach Wilson the whole time. You got backup quarterbacks in there, and he's still finding ways to put up numbers and make some plays. So good for him. I mean, Drake London, not on a great team with Atlanta, but able to do some things and try to be a standout player. Traylon Burks for the Titans. He's shown flashes here and there so far. He'll be one to watch. There's some, there's some other guys on this list doing more, but he's shown the potential at least, which is what you want.
Yeah.
And it's hard this early, right? We're only a few games in to the season, and we're talking about rookies here, but yeah, all you really want to see right now is flashes of some potential, and Burks has shown it. A bit of a sleeper for me is Pacheco for the Chiefs. I mean, he's come in and they already have Clyde Edwards-Helaire there. This Bucks game,
Lights out.
he was doing work. They have him in there, probably just as much snaps as Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and he seems to be the clear running back where if they want to really run the ball, they give it
That's
to
where they're
him.
gonna go.
He kind of has that motor, that
That
gritty
frame
attitude.
too.
He's fighting for the yards. And all they
I
keep
think
talking
that's
about is how this guy gets to the seventh round.
Yeah, and I think that's part of like Clyde Edwards-Hilaire's his weakness. He's not an every down back. He
Right.
doesn't have the frame to
Yeah, he's kind
sustain
of more of
that.
a scat back, third down
Right,
type
he's
of
more of
back.
like a third down back, more of maybe like what Mark Ingram would do towards the tail end of his career. He has a small frame. He's not gonna you're not gonna give him 20 to 30 carries a game.
Hmm.
I mean, not that that's the reality anymore, but I mean, unless you're like a Derrick Henry or even now Saquon is starting to handle that load. But yeah, I mean, he's just which is great. I think Pacheco is going to be able to step in, maybe give that kind of Kareem Hunt kind of feel a little bit. But again, I mean that's he's having a great season. He's off to a great start, and just looking forward to see what he's able to bring to that Chiefs offense because I mean we've seen what they could do passing wise and running game wise. They really haven't been the same since Kareem left.
Hmm.
They've been trying to find that filler. And Edward Clyde-Helaire, he's good,
Yeah.
but again, it's just like we mentioned, he's not an every down back, and there's only so much you can do with that. So
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And there's some other guys stepping up as rookies. Damon Pierce for the Texans was kind
uh,
of doing his thing so far. Jahan Dotson for the Commanders, right? They haven't been able to win a lot of games, but with Carson Wentz, they've been putting up yards, and he's been a recipient. Could form a nice dynamic duo over there with
yeah,
Scary Terry and um,
Curtis Samuel and be
yeah,
able to
yeah.
just build on that. I think they just need a quarterback. They need to find out something. with their quarterback situation because I mean, he just does it takes too long for him to get going.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
that's a whole nother subject. But